Hey there, signs of Libra. This is Kim here to do a next 48-hour reading. I'm going to start making these readings a little bit smaller, like 10 minutes or around that, so that I can get them all done on time, because that's just kind of, that is the whole point in doing the next 48-hour checkups. So this is a breakthrough spread for you, Libra. I'm lighting some sage. This is some cool sage. It's pretty big. It has been blessed in a reservation, or it was made in a reservation and blessed in the reservation. And then here is some Palo Santo to add a little holiness for you air signs. So specifically though, we're doing a reading for Libra. Let's see what comes in for you with your breakthrough spread. This spread is going to be a 6-point spread, or it has 6 spots. First one is going to be, what is your pattern? What do you keep running into? The challenge, we're going to have a challenge card. And then at the top of the pyramid there, we'll have your breakthrough card telling you, like, you know, hey, this is your breakthrough. This will help you get through. 4 is going to be your power. 5 will be your outcome. And then 6 spot is going to be the advice that Spirit recommends. I hope it resonates. I'm pretty sure it will if you're showing up to this, because you're already giving their energy to this reading. And if you do end up liking it, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, because I'd love to have you back, and I want to know if the messages resonated with you at all. So here we go. Messages for Libras for their breakthrough. 4 cups in reverse. Whatever you've been dreaming about how to change stuff, it's gonna work. There's your pattern, there's your challenge, there's your breakthrough. Interesting. Your breakthrough is the same action that Scorpio had, or that Scorpio had to take, or that was advised to take. Let's put it that way. Oh wow. Maybe this is like involving Scorpio. I don't know. All right. Very similar message. The 9 of Swords here, it has to do with, in this deck, the pattern is like overthinking things. Over analysis paralysis. There's this really big yearning to do something. You see the hands are all kind of like lit. They're ablaze. But there's something like tying them together, meaning that there's something that you feel like you can't do something about, and your brain is not stopping like until you get that answer for yourself. That could be causing some kind of anxiety or depression with you. It can be feeling like a dark night of the soul when you see that, because of that feeling like, I just don't know what to do in this situation. Your challenge is, there's something that you had been investing in that doesn't pay off, that ends up being just a lesson learned again. And like, you know this, that's why the 9 of Swords is here, is like you know that the challenge is for you not to pick the same thing over and over. You know that. So what is your breakthrough? We have the Sage in the reverse. It is a 7 for the major arcana that usually lines up with the Chariot. So I feel like, just the same as Scorpio, this is like taking a pause of some sort, so that you can really think about what you're going to do and what you're not going to invest in order to save yourself, right, from investing in something that's just going to turn out the same way. Your power to know when things aren't working, not just to know when things aren't working, but you know what you're good at. You know what you're good at, and you know when something work-wise is actually paying off for you. That is your power. Your card for the outcome is thought. And this number, 18, it would sync up with the Moon card. So I feel like they're saying to get really clear on your thoughts. Like, get really clear on the fact that some things are becoming like obsessively negative for you, and that's why it's a pattern, is because you do good, and then it's like when the thing that trips up that you know was going to trip up, it's like it either makes you upset or angry, and so therefore we have this overthinking. So your thoughts, the outcome is being in control of what thoughts you choose to give life to here. Because this is kind of indicating that some of the thoughts that you're thinking are just repeating, I can't do this, or something kind of negative, and that's not going to help. Also, I'm getting with this card that you really do have extreme amount of power and access to receiving information, to channeling the information from your guides, from the maybe even authors and people and artists and people that you really admire. That's like connecting, you know, in the field with these energies. Well, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, you're building wealth of some sort too. And I think it's because, hey, this investment didn't pay off, so therefore there's like this doubt. But look, the Fool here is like, no more waiting with this Love in reverse, or the Hangman in reverse, because no more sacrificing. It's time for you to take a leap of faith on something new for yourself that you're really going to love. So there may be issues with trust and love because of past situations. You also might meet somebody with the Sage in reverse. There may be a breakthrough that you end up having where you meet somebody who kind of helps you on your path also. Like I said, I'm getting that connection with your favorite artist, your favorite writers, your favorite, you know, music or paint or any kind of really, I mean, big expressive. There's something to do with that, and the fact that it might make you money, more money than whatever you've been investing right now. There's something about with this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, your power is that you can do what you want. And you know what you really enjoy passionately. That is what's going to end up paying off for you. So you know that feeling, and yeah, that's your power. Know what's working, know what's not. So tell me here about the challenge, a little bit about this challenge. King of Swords. So it takes discipline. Just like getting up, having your coffee, and then getting straight to work, or whatever that work is for you. You could feel like your power is, sometimes I just really don't want to work at all, Libra, and that would be your power too. Remember, if you have a feeling of, I just don't want to work at all, or you're having some kind of depression or anxiety, then that's definitely a sign that we need to stop and analyze what it is that we're doing and why we feel that way. So the challenge could just be that, hey, you just need some more discipline and need to get more motivated about sticking to either a schedule or rules. The King of Swords also could have a tendency of being a little too rigid. So your challenge might be like to view things with a little bit more, which I think Libras do anyway, with, you know, viewing things with more wiggle room. But with this 4 of Cups in the reverse, you've done the work. You've done the inside work that requires you visualizing what it is that you really want. And so you know what's pleasing to you and what's not. Tell me about this Sage energy in the reverse. And then that would be Aquarius energy. So Hangman in reverse, and both of these are syncing up with the Hangman energy here. So Hangman in reverse, no more waiting. It feels like maybe you've taken a pause, probably from work, probably pause from whatever this was that you were investing in that didn't feel like it was paying off. This pause is, the breakthrough is that it's time for it to subside. It's time for you to move on from a pause. The Hangman in reverse also, you know, it tells me that they're saying, you know, you don't need to sacrifice your happiness for some kind of work. Like there can be this in between. You can have it all. Technically, you can. The 4 of Swords in the reverse here with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like working and working and working, but whatever needs to be addressed or whatever you need to think about, like that, for some reason that's not being addressed. Tell me something else. Oh goodness, this feels like a personal reading, because something needs healing. You have the ability to see something clearly now. It has to do with what types of work that you love and what your passion is. And it's time to come back from a break. Time to come back from a break. Choose wisely. And I think you do. I think you see your options clearly. Tell me about thought about this outcome for Libra. Tell me about thought. Ooh, the 7 of Wands. So when we're controlling our thoughts, especially in the midst of things that don't look very clear to us, or there could be some kind of disillusionment around it, I see the 7 of Wands here as being the challenge is like going after what you want. Also, with the 7 of Wands, there's usually, like, she's looking into this and the light is coming off. There's usually some signs or synchronistic things that will start lighting up, not only to give you a different perspective, but to let you know, yes, this is what you really want. And part of that is, even if it's like a high-paying job, but you really just are uncomfortable and don't feel very good, then that's also your sign, your synchronicity. It's the, you know, especially emotions, they're big signs to let you know what's going on. All right, so what is this? Love in reverse, or Hangman in reverse as this. And you know what? This wanted to come out, didn't it? So you're going to have a chance to revisit a situation. It's going to seem very similar to you, like you've been here before, or the situation seems very similar. But you have the chance to make a different decision than you have in the past. And this time it's like one that you can listen to your intuition, maybe ending something and walking away because of too much anxiety, because of too much depression, too much worry. And it's time to forgive yourself or others and release that attachment that they have to you, or the situation that they have to you. And then everybody's working on being healed. You have a lot of 9s. There's a lot of letting go of the past. 9 of Cups. A wish granted. So it's like no more waiting. It's time for your wishes to come true. What an excellent reading, honestly. And I went over 10 minutes, but what an excellent reading. Let's get some tea leaves and an angel number message. Oh. Jug a lighthearted, carefree time. Truly in having like whatever it is that you want here. This 9 of Cups. Oh. Dogs getting together with friends, and maybe you're getting some really good advice too from friends. And your angel number affirmation, 26. I am tactful. It's how you use your words and how you form your words to or actions, so that what you say or do looks like you have care and concern for the other people involved in whatever action it is, or however you're saying it. So also it could be about like reeling in the reins, to like there's a temptation to be really rude, but that's saying no, let's reel in the reins when it comes to that attitude feeling, and be a little bit more tactful because of whatever reason there. So that's what I've got for you. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. If you need a private reading, I can be reached in the email address is in the description box below. So until next time, thank you so much, Libras. Bye-bye.